Hey guys, today's video is going to be all about Sagittarius, and this is the look right here. If you guys are interested in seeing how I created this, then just keep on watching. Also, before I begin, be sure to subscribe to my channel and give this video a thumbs up, and let's get started. So like the other videos I did with this series, I am starting this video off with my base on already. So I am beginning this video doing my lips first. I typically like to do this step last, but for some reason I felt like doing it first. As you can see, I am going in with the color purple. This is a liquid lipstick by NYX. I am lining the outside of my lips with a darker purple, and I will gradually use lighter shades once I get closer to the center of my lips, which you will see in a little bit. So I decided to go with purple lips today because that is Sagittarius's color. Really, the color purple is a combination of blue mixed with red, and so anyone represented by the color purple is going to be somewhat calm yet fierce. Typically, the color purple is associated with royalty. It also means delicate, precious, sacred, and enlightenment. Anyone associated with this color usually values creativity, independence, and peace. Now going back to this makeup look, I did take the Kat Von D Shade Light Contouring Palette. I'm just going to go ahead and take the darker shades and help build up the crease just to add more dimension to the eyes. So for the eyes today, I am going to be creating a pretty basic neutral eye look because to me, Sagittarius tends to be the plain Jane of the zodiac sign. However, they are very far from being basic or boring people. Quite the opposite, actually. Sagittarians just tend to embrace their natural beauty, and they're just very carefree about it. So right here, as you can see on my left eye, I already created a more in-depth eye look. So I'm just going to go ahead and create that on the other side. So as you can see, I am connecting the outer part of my crease down to the outer corner of my eyes where my lash line is at. And I'm just taking that brush, sweeping it back and forth just to make sure that everything is nicely blended. Like the color purple, Sagittarians are all about their freedom and independence. This allows them to travel and see the world and really see what other cultures are out there. They are people who constantly seek answers, and they are highly satisfied when doing so because by nature, they are very curious people. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush and blend out the last of the crease before I apply a shimmer shade. Right here, I'm going to take my Becca Low Light Highlight Palette, and I'm going to take my fingers and go into the highlighting shade and just apply that all over my lower lid. I've been really liking this lately because not only does it add a nice color of pop to the eyes, but it also really cleans up the crease without me having to use a concealer, which I think is nice because that's one less step that I have to do. Now I'm just going to go ahead and clean up the crease and add more pigment to it. So pretty much finished up the eyeshadow part of the eyes. And I'm going to move on to eyeliner now. This is the NYX Matte Liquid Liner. So I am going to create a winged eyeliner. Usually when I do winged eyeliners, I start at the corner like everybody else, and I slightly curve the towel up. But for today's look, I'm just going to create a straight line, pulling it towards my ears. And the reason why I'm doing this is because if you didn't know, Sagittarius is the sign of an archer holding an arrow in their hand. And for some reason, the thought of an arrow is inspiring me to create a crisp, sharp, straight winged eyeliner. So right here, I am just taking my Maybelline Eye Studio liner, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill in that line. So like I mentioned earlier, Sagittarians are the sign of an archer, and an archer is actually half animal on the bottom half of the body and man on the top half of the body. An archer is said to be adventurous, brave, and wise, which makes a lot of sense because they have the strength of an animal and the mind of a human. How I see it is that they are a warrior. Now I'm going to take this NYX Vivid Brights color, this is the purple one, and I'm just going to create dots on the side of the winged eyeliner. And here is a closer look. Now I'm going to take the blue one, and I'm just going to go ahead and fill in the end of the tail, creating somewhat of a triangle shape. Now you will see in a little bit, I am going to continuously use different colors to create different shapes on this eyeliner. I thought creating these patterns on my eyeliner was very bohemian. And in my opinion, Sagittarians are bohemians at heart. They live unconventional lifestyles, even informal. They're also very spiritual. They live by their own rules, and they are very, very carefree. Because of this, they tend to be very positive people. People like to be around them because they're joyous, and they pretty much get along with everybody. In addition, they are very funny people, and they can make pretty much anyone laugh. This is also another reason why people love being around them. And when it comes to romance, Sagittarians like their partner to be intellectual, sensitive, and expressive. When it comes to having sex, they are definitely more fascinated with the idea of having it rather than the act of doing it. However, when they are in the act of doing it, they are very direct, they are not afraid to tell you what they want, and they despise people who beat around the bush. Also, because Sagittarius has such a cool, calm, collective demeanor about them, it's usually almost always their partner that is pursuing them. Also, something to keep in mind, if you want a long-term relationship, Sagittarians are probably not the one that you want to go for. They'd much rather be a lover than a long-term partner. Now, this is the finished look of the eyeliner for both eyes. Now I'm just going to go ahead and apply some false lashes. These are, of course, the Vegas Nay Glamour Lashes. Now for the bottom half of my eyes where my lash line is at, I am going to take the same Kat Von D contouring palette and I'm just going to go ahead and sweep the darkest color first on the lash line. And of course, I'm just going to go back and forth just to make sure that everything is blended out very nicely. Now with a fluffy brush, I'm going to take the lightest contouring shade and I'm just going to apply that on the lower lash line just to further blend everything out. Now to open up the eyes a little bit more to make them brighter, I am going to take this NYX white eyelining pencil and I am just going to apply that on my lower waterline. I really like doing this when I want my eyes to look brighter and more awake. Now for the bottom lashes today, I am taking my Lash Paradise by L'Oreal and I'm just going to put them on the lower lash line. However, I am going to do this off camera. Now, taking a flat back pearl, I'm just going to apply that right in the center of my forehead and some purple crystal vertical of the pearl. And in order for me to stick these jewels on my forehead, I am just using regular lash glue. And I feel like adding these jewels to my forehead really completed this look because it gave me the ultimate bohemian feel. For the hair today, I'm just gonna create a little poof on the top of my head and I'm just using little clip-ons to hold it up. After that, I just went ahead and tied my hair into a low ponytail. And guys, this pretty much completes this whole entire Sagittarius look. I hope you guys really enjoy this. This is for all my Sagittarius out there. If you are one, please drop a comment down below. Let me know what you think of this look. And if you're not a Sagittarius, go ahead and drop a comment down below too. I'd love to know what you think. Other than that, please subscribe to my channel, give this video a thumbs up, and I will see you guys next week.